For 80 years, Hill House has stood against its hills, holding darkness within. It is a structure documented as unfit for human habitation. The property's records show a consistent, decades-long history of tragic and fatal outcomes for its residents. Yet there is zero verifiable proof of spectral entities or ghosts. This creates a specific investigative problem. A physical building is consistently destroying its occupants, but it is doing so without a single verified supernatural agent. Because the ghost story framework fails to explain the data, we must evaluate the house through a different analytical lens. Dr. John Montague, an anthropologist, proposed that the haunting is caused by the physical, autonomous structure of the house itself. This concept draws on historical descriptions of structures that are leprous or born bad, referencing the ancient Greek concept of the Idao Domos, the House of Hades. Analyzing Hill House requires an architectural autopsy and a trace of the epidemiological pattern found in the records of its casualties. We will treat the 80-year timeline of the Crain family as a set of clinical data, looking for the specific mechanism that drives psychological collapse. Hugh Crain, the original builder, engineered the house to provide an environment of continuous spatial disorientation. This schematic reveals the specific geometric anomalies Crain constructed into the building. Every angle is a fraction of a degree off-center. The stairs are never level, and the layout centers on a series of concentric, windowless rooms. These anomalies assault the human vestibular system. The brain is forced into a state of constant recalibration just to maintain a sense of balance. Crain's psychological profile is further detailed in the scrapbooks he created for his daughters. These books were filled with warnings of eternal damnation and depictions of snake pits. Crain signed these lessons in his own blood. These dark, etched prints represent the grim moral lessons Crain forced upon his children, emphasizing his obsession with suffering and sin. Hill House is the physical manifestation of this pathology, designed to inflict the builder's own mental state on anyone who enters. The historical timeline begins with the mortality cluster involving Hugh Crain's 3 wives. His first wife was killed in a carriage accident on the driveway before she even entered the house. The second wife died within the home after a sudden, unexplained fall. The third wife died from consumption while traveling in Europe, away from the estate entirely. These 3 deaths demonstrate the immediate failure of Crain's plan for a multi-generational home. The family structure collapsed through a series of violent, non-spectral tragedies before it could be established. After Crain died abroad, his 2 daughters were left alone. They were raised in the dark by a governess, isolated within the disorienting walls of the house. Interpersonal resentment festered between them during their developmental years, leading to a lifelong feud over the property. The younger sister became obsessively focused on claiming heirlooms, specifically a set of gold-rimmed dishes, above all other familial concerns. When the older sister died of pneumonia, she bypassed her sibling and left the house to her village companion. The younger sister responded with a relentless campaign of psychological warfare, slander, and litigation directed at the companion. The companion faced a dual-vector attack, external social destruction, and the inescapable architectural pressure of the house's geometry. This pressure resulted in the final data point of the era. The companion hanged herself from the turret of the tower. The younger sister's malice provided the external force, while the house's environment stripped away the companion's remaining psychological defenses. The causes of death over this 80-year period are carriage accidents, falls, pneumonia, and suicide. There is no evidence of the supernatural in the historical record of Hill House. Hill House operates as a psychological amplifier. It identifies existing human flaws and accelerates them using environmental and spatial stress. The danger is structural. As long as its walls stand upright and its angles remain off-center, the house functions as a machine designed to consume the human mind.